So when it comes to AI, how do you see the involvement in the mental health area?
So AI has been used tremendously in all aspects of care that we've seen. However, we have also noticed quite a bit of caution around the mental health aspect. So what we like to do is not just take this blanket approach to AI and mental health. What we focus on is actually looking at where it's engaged. Now, there are some clear areas where AI can be tremendous, and that is supplementing and supporting carers, be it paid professional carers or relational carers. It's got a tremendous place to support that, and that's where SafeWatch works with. What we don't see much in the marketplace, which is good, is AI being the face to the person who's struggling all alone at night, all on their own. There are some clear advances that we need to make, not just technologically, but with policy, with ethics, and a whole bunch of things for oversight that may not be there in some person's home late at night in some suburb of New Zealand. So that's a critical aspect. But we're seeing a huge amount of support. And then one other aspect I will highlight is, there are a lot of people, because of their time constraints within a home context or within a group environment, where they don't have the time or they may not feel they have the skill to address something. What we've seen is a lot of people see AI as a great way to outsource that challenge too. And we advocate for not outsourcing the mental health care aspect to AI or to technology, because compassionate human engagement is critical when we're engaging with people who are struggling. True. It's not something to be outsourced to some brilliant intelligence in this context.
In my opinion, I do believe that AI will never ever replace human emotions. I mean, it could grow in some point, but how do you feel it in our next generation? How do you think AI will grow in the mental health sector?
So there's two things. So firstly, I would say there's some amazing development around human emotion to do with AI. And if you think about it, all you need is a large enough pool to train an AI about emotions. If this large language pool had the option to train over 1 million people, that's a lot of training. But we got to understand what that training will do will give the AI the ability to do what maybe a very brilliant actor or actress would do. Which is to demonstrate a form of an emotion, but it'll still lack authenticity on the inside. So there's two different things. Okay. Being able to come across and connect like from an emotion point, but have authenticity. And that's the clear thing that we're quite convinced that AI would struggle with, because most people intellectually will know you are a programmed output.
That's very interesting. If I ask, like, what exciting thing are you working on with SafeWatch, is that appropriate?
Sure.
Anything exciting lately?
So we're still, in a stage whereby we feel we want to do a lot more work to find the real clear edge on addressing certain market demographics. We're very excited about our foundational model, which is built on the village. Because what we've seen and what we've proved is it takes a village not just to raise a child, but it takes a village to do life. Life is not designed for people to do alone. They're designed to have other people along the journey who've got their back. It could be a sports person, a celebrity, a CEO. Life is not designed for them to do life alone. Simple as that. So that's where that village aspect comes along. What we're excited about some of our developments is using AI, and these are things that we're working on, AI to enhance Ella, that's the name of our AI agent within the app, to help, firstly, carers. Help carers to be better carers. Because what we have found from some simple research, a young best friend to someone else, they know their friend's struggling, but they just don't know how to balance being pushy or not, or not do anything. Or what words, like how do you have a conversation? When do you draw the line? So we think there's a tremendous amount of support that AI can do to help carers, number one. And we also feel that we can help carers be the right accountability people to their friends and family or their groups that they have a connection with. So that's the exciting part we're working with reference to the technology side.
What was the reason or what was the ambition behind? Why did you found SafeWatch in the beginning?
Well, that was in 2019 when I listened to a lot of stories of people struggling, and many of them chose to exit life. And B, I overlaid that with data that showed me a trend that was very, very scary, where it was becoming quite normal. And this was all ages. The youngest I know of would be a single-digit age, and the oldest was about 85 or something years old. It doesn't discriminate with age. What motivated me was when I looked and listened to these stories. No, the overwhelming majority of people who were left behind in their world were completely blindsided. They had no idea that that person, that best friend, was struggling. They thought they're doing good because they're getting A's in their studies, or they're winning the game on the weekend, or they got the promotion, or they got the gig. They looked like they had it all together, but no one really knew. So my motivation was to go and use technology and create something so that people will not get blindsided. Our job is, if we can tell people who care about someone, go call John Smith, we've done our job. Now, whether they call or not, that's not up to us. But they won't live with missing the cues in a world where we just miss all the cues.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.